hard not to laugh at that every single time I tried to film it. I filmed it so many times I couldn't stop laughing. And, like, every time he said it, I would always just, like, giggle a little bit, like, because like, I couldn't help it. So yeah, that was definitely the trickiest part. Hey friends, it's Emma. My new iMovie about Kate and Luca from Total Eclipse is out now. I'm super excited for you fans to see the iMovie. I think it might have been like about a year ago since I filmed that iMovie, and I couldn't wait to release it for you fans, so I'm hoping you love it. But tonight I am going to be explaining how I made my 9 iMovies, which will be dropping on September 29th. So let's go. So firstly, my iMovie about Quinn from Wicked, who is played by Sabrina Carpenter. Like somewhere around late last year, the idea of making that iMovie kind of just like floated in my head a little bit, and the reason why it's going to be the first iMovie coming out on the day, it's mostly because I felt like most of the iMovie release dates that I've done, they've always started like on sad, depressing notes. So like iMovie is about like the one about Ruin, which I made it last year, the one about Rue from Euphoria, and my iMovie about Harper from Heartbreak High, which came out about 4 months ago, and one of my recent ones, the iMovie about Emma from Moxie. I feel like those ones were like very like emotional and like depressing, and so I wanted to make one that was like, so I wanted to like make an iMovie that had a song that was like very like upbeat and fun and like get on your feet. And so yeah, for my second iMovie, which was about like the fantasy sweet humble Rachel that, as we know, will never exist because the real one's dead and the 2 others are actually villains from the 2017 Rachel's movie. It took me 3 years in the making to like, honestly, I wanted to make that iMovie like for 3 years, so it took me 3 years in the making for the moment to finally come. And so when it finally did, I was so excited. And the song like Miss Possessive, which is by Tate McRae, I knew that I wanted to play like a butt kicking like sassy song into an iMovie like that. And so yeah, that's basically the whole concept of the whole iMovie. For my third iMovie, I should warn you, this is about to get intense. That iMovie was made during a very hard time. I made that iMovie when I was processing a very difficult friendship betrayal that was happening back in May, and my brain was literally telling me that I needed to do something about it, and so that's how I made the iMovie. And I just like, I always just get like hit like right in it just thinking about it. So if you give it a watch when it comes out, which I hope you do, I try to just be like super honest and make an iMovie that even I can relate to. But I will say the trickiest part of making that iMovie, and I'm very sorry to spoil it, but I included that scene in Mr. Lane's office where like everyone's friends again. Like straight before that is Mr. Lane's hilarious line.
Can't believe I introduced you to my cats.
I tried so hard not to laugh at that every single time I tried to film it. I filmed it so many times I couldn't stop laughing. And, like, every time he said it, I would always just like giggle a little bit, like, because like, I couldn't help it. So yeah, that was definitely the trickiest part. Like, I always get a bit of a weird look, but it makes me laugh, and it cheers me up every single time after I have a disgusting day after school. So yeah, my fourth iMovie, which is about Benj and Bailey from Incoming, which came out a year ago today. What? I cannot believe it. It's one of my favorite movies, and Benj and Bailey are one of my favorite ships. I was so sure that they were going to be endgame at the end of the movie. So when they didn't, I was like, I was very in shock. yeah, hopefully there'll be a sequel and hopefully they'll get together. iMovie number 5, which is about Poppy and Marlon from Surviving Summer. I made that iMovie about, well, a little less than a year ago. Kind of crazy. I made it back in December. Yeah, it was definitely December. But at that time I had absolutely no idea about the Surviving Summer cancellation. And so basically, like, some of the stuff that I was like writing in those like black backgrounds was how excited I was to see them see through, because again, I didn't even know that it was cancelled, like I do now. And so, but yeah, they were really cute in season 2. Like, they were cute. So yeah, my iMovie about Heather and Bishop from Panic, another iMovie that I filmed less than a year ago. It was back in November. It was 2 days after Jessica Bier's album Unsaid came out. I know I might have been one of the only ones who actually ships them, but I think they were a really cute couple and I just had to make an iMovie about them. So, yeah. My 7th iMovie, which is about Devin and Kenny from Cobra Kai. In my mind, those two are always endgame. But I made that iMovie because, like, I kind of just wanted to, like, shine a light on those ships that don't get as much screen time and recognition as they deserve, like, and they're not the only ones. Like, I've made a couple of iMovies about those kind of ships. Like, I mean, lo and behold, I have one iMovie about those kind of ships that is very close to reaching 1,000 views. 2 years in the making. Anyway, back to it. So yeah, I knew when I saw the rumors that they could have been together, I started shipping them, like, instantly. But when it wasn't confirmed, I was like, oh, are they together or not? But yeah, that one was, like, really fun to make. I loved making that one. It just, like, it was really fun to film, and so I really hope you fans will love it just as much as I do. My 8th iMovie, which was the last iMovie that I made before announcing all 9, my iMovie about Cadence and Gat from We Were Liars. I love that show so much. I started watching it like crazy when it came out. I was so excited. And so, but the one thing that made me more excited above all was making the We Were Liars iMovie. And so when the time finally came, I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna make an iMovie about Cadence and Gat. I was so excited. Even though I knew what was already gonna happen in the show, I knew I was gonna make it anyway, because, like, I had to. It was so exciting, and I cannot wait for you fans to see it. My last iMovie, which is about Harden and Tessa from the After Film series. I announced that I was making that iMovie about 6 months ago, and it was on a post, and I just remember being so excited for you fans to finally find out about it. And now that it's up there, being scheduled, counting the days until it premieres, and I really hope you fans will love it just as much as I do, and I really, really, really hope that you are excited for it to come out. So that's it for today's video. Which iMovie out of all 9 are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're ahead, go stream my new iMovie about Kate and Liga from Total Eclipse while you can, and be ready for more to come. And I'll see you soon for lots more. Bye! Mwah!